Hi all of you, this is Ubaid Khan and I am teaching you science, and this is the very first chapter of your 8th standard, that is called the crop production and management. Okay, so this is comes under the biology. So we will just start our session with the very first chapter. So first of all we will just understand what is the meaning of this chapter name, that crop production and management means what is mean by the crop, and why there is necessary to manage these things. Okay, so all the things we will understand or will discuss in this chapter. So in like in your books they are having some kind of the question that is asked by that a person, which is like Paheli and Bujo. So that the question said by the Paheli, that is to the Bujo, okay, they went to the uncle's house and they in the summer season, and their uncle is doing some farming work. Their uncle is farmer. Like India is a country, we having more farmers are there. So on the day that they saw some tools like khurpi, sickle, shovel and plow etc., that are in the field. So we have also having might be the chance when you have went to your some villages, so you will find in the farm there are some things which are helpful to do the farmers to do the farming, that is called this khurpi, sickle and shovel and plow. So these are the things we will study in detail because they are responsible or they are useful in the crop production. Okay, so this is the question asked by him, ke I want to know the where and how we use these tools. You know, this if you also see, or some the new student will see this kind of the tools. So they are having the question arise in their mind, ke what are these things, what are these tools are there, and why and how we can use these tools. Okay, so for that you first understand ke what is mean by the food, and we are the living beings, okay, living organisms, and each and every living organism they need a food. Okay, and how we are getting this food, whatever the food we are eating in our lunch and dinner. So we have to think about, okay, whatever the food, the rice or chapati and whatever the wheat and rice we are eating, so from where it is coming. Okay, so that is actually coming from the plant. Most of the food or the part of our food, that is basically coming from the plant, and some other part it is coming from some animal also. So plant can make their own food. Now how the plant is making their food, because the plant is our primary producer in our earth. The plant is very first, they are producing the energy with the help of the photosynthesis. Okay, we can divide the plants or animals into the autotroph and heterotroph. Might be we have already studied in the previous classes. So plants are the autotrophs that can be make their own food by the process of photosynthesis. So can you recall that green plants, they are having the synthesis, they can synthesize the food with the help of the photosynthesis, that is only mentioned in this paragraph. So the animals include the human cannot make our own food because we are the heterotrophs. We cannot having the, we don't have the chlorophyll. That is the reason we don't make our own food. That already we have discussed in our previous classes. So how we can get our own food if the human beings or the animals they do not make their own food? So how they can get their food? So we have to depend on the autotroph plant. We are depend on some plant which are doing the photosynthesis. They are making their own food. So the heterotroph, the organism which are eating to the autotrophs, and they are getting the food or they are getting the energy. So you are already know that the energy from the food is utilized by the organisms to carrying out the various body functions. Why we need the energy, why we are eating the food? To perform a different kind of the functions. Different life processes are there, that is very necessary in our body to run that processes. Like we need energy to do work, we need energy to for wear and tear functioning in our body. Some cells are die, some new cells are making in our body. Like in your age, you are in a growing age, so your body, your height, your muscles will increase. So that is why all the reasons we need energy. Okay, and some systems like the digestion, respiration and excretion, these are the systems is working in our body, that is also require energy. For that we are eating the food. So we get this energy from the food, like from plant or animal, or from the both. You can eat anything that will provide you the energy. Now the one more question is asked here, since we all need food, so how can we provide the food to a large number of the people in our country? That is actually very good question asked by this Paheli. Okay, how many questions we having in our mind? Okay, too many populations are there. Now India is also very growing country as the in the angle of the pollution, population. So population is growing day by day. So how we can fulfill all the requirement of the people? So that food has to be produced on a large scale. if the population is increasing in our country, so we have to increase the rate of production of our crop to fulfill the requirement of all the persons, all the people which are living in around us. Okay. So, how we can increase or how we can manage this production of the crop in order to provide the food to for the large population, regular production of the or for proper management is distribution is necessary. Okay, to fulfill the need of the food of all the persons, all the people, we have to produce the food in a proper manner. We need a proper management. Okay, whatever the things we are doing before, we should avoid that thing, or we have to improve the things whatever we are doing in our agricultural process, like which kind of the seeds we are utilizing, which kind of the instruments we are using in our crop production, that we have to do some development in that, then only we will fulfill the all the requirement of all the growing population. Okay, so that will study in detail in this chapter. So, what are the agricultural practices? Okay, so since the people from 10,000 BCs, the people that time they are nomadic, and you know the nomadic people, they are wandering from in a group from one place to another place in the search of the food. Before we are seen this in some stories nowadays, we are looking such kind of the people who are before. So, they do not have any proper places, they are not making their houses in one place. So, now after some time they ate, or that time they are eating the fruit and raw vegetable and raw materials, and they are hunting the animals for their food requirement, but later on they have started to produce, they have started to agricultural, they are producing the rice, wheat and other food crops in one place. So, that time, from that time that started, that is the time the agriculture process getting started, because the people they do not want to wander from one place to another place in the search of the food. They are just making their houses in the area, they are choosing the land which is good in their material or humus layer, or the land which are providing more and more crops. So, they have started to make the colonies in that places, and they have started to standing or living in a one place. So, that is called the crop production, and they are starting of the agricultural. So, when the plants of the same kind are cultivated at one place on a large scale, this is called the crop. Okay, the same plant on a number of more number on a large scale, if we are growing, or we are growing in a one place, that is called the crop. This is the definition for the crop. Okay, so for example, the crop of the wheat means that all the plants grown in the field are that of wheat. Means if I am choosing some particular area and I am planting all the plant of a crop only, all the plant of a wheat only, so that is called the crop. Okay, so this is basically we are doing an agricultural process, and to fulfill our requirements. So, you have already know that the crop are different types like cereals, vegetables and fruits. So, this can be classified on the basis of the season, because India we are having different kind of the seasons in our country, and you know already different plants they require a different kind of the climatic condition. You know, every plant cannot be grown in the same kind of the condition. So, different plant they need a different climates. So, we have to, and in India we having different seasons are also there, different climates, that is depend on different areas. We are having the different climate in Kashmir, we have different climate in Maharashtra, we are having different climatic condition in Rajasthan. So, that is why we cannot grow the same crop in all the places. So, we have to choose the crop that depend on a climate. Okay, so the climatic conditions like temperature, humidity and especially rainfall are vary from one place or one region to another region in on our earth. So, according there, in a rich variety of the crop grown in a different parts of country, that is a diversity, and two broad crop pattern we can be divided. When we divide the crop, we can be divided into two basic classes or differences, that is called number one is Kharif crop and number two in Rabi crop. Okay, so what is the Kharif crop? The crop which is sown in the rainy season. Okay, the crop which is sown or which is grown into the rainy season, it is called the Kharif crop, because it is required a more water. And in India especially we are having the rainy season from June to September. So, the crop in India we are growing in the season of June to September in a rainy season, that is called the Kharif crop, because they need more water. Example of the Kharif crop: paddy, maize, soyabean, groundnut and coconut are the Kharif crop, because if you see this all the crops they required more water, that is why the farmers of our India or our country, they are growing this crop in a kharif season. So, that is called the kharif crop. The second type we can say the rabi crop. What is the definition of the rabi crop? The crop grown in the winter season, and in India we are having October to March, that is the winter season. So, that is called the rabi crop. Okay, in whatever the crops you are growing in a winter season, that is called rabi crop. And the example of the rabi crop is wheat, gram, pea, mustard and linseed. So, beside these pulses and vegetables are grown during the summer at many places. Okay, so in summer some pulses and some vegetables which do not require more amount of the water, so that we can be grow in a summer season, because in summer we normally or generally the people do not have the more water. So, as per the requirement of the plant or for the crop, we are dividing the crops as per the water condition, climatic condition. So, what as per the conditions we are dividing into this kharif and rabi crop. Okay. Now, we will move towards the basic practices of the crop production. Okay, now we have decided that we want to grow a more and more crop because we want to fulfill the requirement of the more people in our country, and we have choose the seasons also. Now, what are the basic practices we have to do or we have to follow, because after using this kind of the practices we can be grow a good crop, or in a shorter time or more yield we can be get. And what is mean by yield? Means in a particular area we can be grow more and more crop. Like in 1 acre, if before we are growing like we are growing in 10 bags of the wheat, so that is called the yield of that crop. So, if we are having more yield, we are having more grains and we can fulfill the requirement of the more people. So, for that we have to use several kind of the practices that we will see in detail now. There is one question why I asked this, why paddy cannot be grown in the winter season? Paddy means rice, and everybody know that rice need a more and more water to grow. So, if you are growing this in a winter season, we do not have the more water. So, answer is also given that paddy require a lot of water. So, therefore, it is grown only in a rainy season. Already we have seen in rabi crop, there is a kharif crop, there is a need paddy is come under to the kharif crop. So, kharif crop we need a more water, so that is why we cannot grow into the winter season, we should grow into the rainy season. Okay, like this only we have to decide. The farmers, the smart farmers is have to be decide whatever which kind of the condition or climate they have, what are the amount of the water they have. If they have the more water present, so which kind of crop he can grow. If it is having the less water or less fertile land, so which kind of the crop he have to grow. So, if farmer have to be very smart nowadays, because they have to grow, if they want to grow a more and more crop. So, cultivation of the crops involves the several activities undertaken by the farmers over a period of time. So, these are the some points, these are some activities. If the if you see some farmers, if you see some gardeners, or if you are also means growing some ornamental plants in your house also, so you should follow this kind of the practices. This is called the agricultural practices, or if you will follow this kind of the practices, you will grow a good kind of the plant, or you will take care of your plant in a nice way. So, we will see there are the 7 practices that is called the agricultural practices.